Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly. So glad you guys are here. Super excited. Today I'm sharing with you box I received from Odens. This is not PR, this is not sent to me free, as was not gifted. I shopped, I purchased. They had a collection recently of some content creators, collaborations with them, and I was super excited when I saw them, and I hemmed and hawed and just tried to decide which one I wanted, and I picked one. I'm gonna share it with you guys today. I had to turn my ringer off. So tacky to come on and not do that. There were 3 releases in this collection. There was one by Batty Bean, and that was a Planet Spirit palette. I love that each one of these have a tie-in to something else. I do have the one with Angelica Nyquist, her Gila palette. Love that one. There's also one from Lauren May Beauty, and that was the Sea Talk palette. I picked up the one with Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. I don't know her personally. I don't know any of these guys personally, but I do follow their stuff. I didn't pick this based on, you know, my favorite of the 3 content creators. I picked it by actual color story and which one did I think that I would use and enjoy the most. And I picked up the one with the Flora story. So this is the palette box. It just came in a couple days ago. And the first chance I've gotten to play with it and to film with it and actually even open it up. I've never even opened this up. Please, 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 please be here in good condition. They do have it extra protected, shrink wrapped. So I'm gonna try not to cut myself open. Oh my God, you guys, with this broken ankle, I'm so terrified of somebody saying, hey, have a good show tonight, break a leg. We don't say that anymore. Okay. So let's take a look at this. I always love Odens art. Sorry for the crappy fingernails. It looks completely like trash. I'll do something with it as soon as I find my cotton rounds. Anyway, this is the palette, except this is the palette. There's little, it's almost like she's got jewels in her eyes, but it's a little bit of a metallic reflect on it. Super beautiful. And this is the palette. It's almost like she said, hey, if I were to do your perfect palette, what would it look like? I'm gonna get the tape off of it here. And this is so stunning. This is the only one out of the whole palette that is even slightly scary for me, and it's like this, you know, seafoam green. I love the way it's lined out because it's so easy to see, oh, I can go edgy. I can go a little bit out of my comfort zone here. I could absolutely pair that. Like everything is spot on. And if I look at it in squares, which is what I love to do, absolutely beautiful. They have it laid out so nicely. There are 5 shimmery type formulas and 5 mattes. So out of a perfect 10-pan palette, you get everything you need. These are cooler toned. They're not the warm tone that I think, you know, we find ourselves reaching for because it's such a plethora out there. Cute little card comes in the package. There's a little blurb from each one of them. I'm not going to read it because, you know, I don't have my reading glasses on. At the time that I purchased this, I also picked up the Soulmane 2 gel liner kit. And I'm going to open this up as well because I thought, you know what, it's time for some fun, fresh liners. And I've heard that Odens Eye liners are actually really good. Beautiful packaging. Again, they kind of keep with the same, almost like a watercolor kind of theme. I love it. And there's all the liners. This is a huge rainbow collection of eyeliners. So we've got Pitaya, orange, lemon, mint, avocado, green tea, baby blue, lavender, sky blue, galaxy, whatever 11 is. It looks like it says milky something on it. Golden brown, coffee, colorful black, and black. Huh. I wonder what the difference is between the 2. This one says it's colorful black. I'm intrigued. I don't wear a ton of black eyeliner. I've seen some such beautiful looks with a color or pastel eyeliner as a waterline, and I thought, am I ready to do that? I mean, I'm a lady of a certain age. I'm not a makeup artist. Can I get away with a fun color, a fun pop of color in a waterline? I might have to do that. These are all extra shrink wrapped for your protection. So when I do pick which one I'm gonna do, I have to open it up here. All right, you guys, I'm gonna tell you this is not my normal filming area, so I have a bunch of natural light there ahead of me, to the side a little bit. you guys. I'm ready. I'm ready for my ankle to not be broken anymore. Okay, let's play with this because that's really what we're here for. When I look at this, I really do have this one beautiful kind of mauve shade that I think makes the perfect transition shade. I'm gonna start with that because that's the safest bet. I suspect that in the future, that's not gonna be the shade that I use. I wanna do something a little softer, something a little bit more rich. I'm gonna do 2 looks. I'm gonna do 2 looks with this palette right now. And the only reason why I'm not doing 3 is because I have whatever reason managed to lose my cotton rounds that are in this room, and I'm gonna have to go find them. So we're gonna do a look on each side, and then when I come back in another video, I'll have found them hopefully by then. Sorry you guys. If you want me to come back and use this palette again, do something a little bit different than what I'm doing today, let me know. Leave me a comment down below. If this is the one that you were looking at, I didn't get the other 2. The other 2, the color story, one of them was pretty scary for me. Like I didn't think that I would, it's like I can't imagine myself reaching for it. And another one, it was just okay. This one I thought, this one really spoke to me. So this is the one I'm using today. So I'm going in with that first color. It's called Shroom, guessing for mushroom. I did put a little bit of the About Face eyeshadow primer. It's a translucent primer. It's been on my eyes for quite a while now. All right, before I've even gotten into it, this is the shade that I would use for work. So one of my 3 questions, can I use a palette for work? I work in a relatively conservative corporate environment, so I do a lot of like matte browns, neutral shades, and this is perfect. I would wear this shade with glasses or for work and feel completely confident. It's an absolute perfect neutral for me. Blended out, sheared out, wasn't too pigmented that I felt like I had to work. This is great. Yeah, that's absolutely the shade that I would wear for work. All right, I'm gonna go into, we're just gonna kind of move down the line a little bit here. I'm gonna go into this kind of sage green down here. This one's called Clover. I think of Clover as being a little bit more brighter green, but I could be wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna take this brush and kind of clean it up just a little bit so I don't have a whole lot of shroom left on there, and we're gonna pick up a lot of kick up. I picked up quite a bit on the brush, but I'm tapping enough too so that it's not like all over my clothes. And I'm just gonna take this all over the bottom sort of movable part of my lid. This is gonna serve as a base for the other shade that I wanna put on top. Sometimes when I get right up next to 2 shades, I sort of worry about them becoming muddy. But in this instance, that works actually really well because where I've overlapped Clover and Shroom, it's actually given me kind of a richer crease color, which I absolutely love. I did not see Amanda's video on this. In fact, I don't know that I've seen anybody's video on this yet. I know it's relatively recent. I didn't, of course, get it early. I didn't get it in PR or anything like that. I had to wait for it to ship from Sweden. I think they come from Sweden. Super pretty. For mattes, grungy green, love it. Okay, I'm gonna take, you probably knew that I was gonna do this. I'm gonna take Best Buds, this one right here, on my finger. And I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna start with it right in the center and just kind of see how that looks. Super creamy, beautiful formula. Oh my gosh, you guys, the mattes on these, this performs so well. And the metallics or the shimmers in here, the little sparkly bits, absolutely love it. Wow, I love that. Why did I commit to doing multiple looks? Now I just wanna use that one. I'm gonna take a little bit more of Clover and just build it up a little bit more out here. This is such a pretty, kind of like grungy daytime look. I love this. I do have a little bit of glitter fallout down here. I didn't use any kind of glitter glue or anything like that. Let me take a smaller brush and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the shade called Dawn right here. That's gonna go in my inner corner and maybe I have a hair on my nose. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Wow, that shade, you can't see. It looked white in here. What a shock and surprise shade that is. All of a sudden I felt like I had fireworks. Fireworks on my eyes. I'm fighting with a hair here. Wow, that's beautiful. That is not a white shimmer. That is a multifaceted, delicious fairy dust surprise that I did not see coming. I thought maybe it would have had a little bit of green, but I'm picking up orange and fuchsia. It's beautiful. What a beautiful shade. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited now. Okay, so with that, let's take, we're gonna try, which one is this? I think this is, we're gonna take Avocado as their eyeliner. Oh my gosh, I've got it on my finger now. As much as of a pain it is to unwrap these, I'm kind of okay with them becoming wrapped. Especially if it's like, and now this isn't found in a drugstore, but if it had been found in a drugstore, I prefer them to be wrapped because, you know, people open them up and testing them, even though they're not testers. Just warming it up in the back of my hand a little bit. It's a lot more yellow than I thought it was gonna be, but I think that'll be all right. Let's take this into the waterline. This is like the safe version, right? The safe color story. All right, that's actually not bad at all. It's a little bit more yellow than what I've got going on the top, but I really like that. All right, so there's one. Let's try, you know what? Let's try their colorful black. So the first one was number 5. This one's number 14, just in case you're looking at them separately. I don't know what makes something colorful black versus just black. Maybe it's a metallic. I haven't used a metallic, well, no, I take that back. I've got one recent metallic liner that I picked up from Kaleidos that I really like. But it's been a while since I've used metallic liner. They can be so pretty. Add a little sparkle of something on, especially if you use it on the eyelid. It's a little bit more eye-catching, a little bit more interesting than just like a flat black. Or brown. You know, I don't wear a lot of black eyeliner just because, you know, I'm a lady of a certain age. And I don't need the help having smaller, close-set hooded eyes. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, you pick apart what it is that you don't like about yourself, and I don't need to draw attention to that. So this is what they're saying is colorful black. A little bit of it out here. I feel like it's a soft black, like a charcoal. I'm not really calling it black. I don't know what makes it colorful, but this is definitely a soft color for me. I'm guessing my eye is a little damp. I'm gonna warm this up in the back of my hand. Oh, I just broke the tip off here. Okay. Warm it up in the back of my hand here just to try to get it in here. I mean, it's coming across as a little bit more metallic, like a metallic sheen. Not really blue, not really black. I'm okay with it. We're gonna use It Cosmetics, is it Superhero? I'm so excited to just sit down and play with this, you guys. I wish I had come better prepared. I don't know where my cotton rounds went to that I used to remove micellar water. I do have some makeup remover wipes in the next room. I can go grab those. Oh my gosh, I like that mascara so much. The It Cosmetics Superhero, that's one of my favorite mascaras. I love a grungy green eye look, and this is non-scary. This is not the kind of, I gotta kind of cover this up so I don't look like I'm a Popeye here. But I love the way this looks. I think this is just absolutely beautiful. I put on green eyeshadow, and I'm like, why don't I wear my green eyeshadow? I really need to. Okay, so that was the first 4. We're gonna hop over to this lilac color. It's called Azalea. It's an appropriate name. I'm gonna grab my favorite Rephr 01 brush. I'm just picking up a little bit of Azalea right here. Again, the kick up, hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But let's just see how this looks. Because this looks so pigmented in the pan, I'm wondering if it's not a softer transition shade. I'm just taking it all over my eye. Got it all over the crease, kind of making sure we've got a good amount. And I wouldn't normally wear purple eyeshadow for work. This is such a beautiful matte shade and not too much of like a pastel pink. It's like, or purple, it's like a dusty purple. Now I'm thinking I would actually wear that for work. I would wear that for work, I would wear that for glasses. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful shade. We're taking that purple right here next to it, kind of its pair. This one is called Magnolia. So we've got Azalea in the bottom, or on the crease and above, and then I'm taking Magnolia over the top. Magnolias are some of my favorite flowers, like tree flowers. And they don't last very long. I've had a couple places where I've owned a magnolia tree in the yard, and they were just so beautiful. I loved it. I like azaleas too, don't get me wrong, but magnolias, there's something special about those. Why do I love that so much? That is so pretty and just, where did that brush go? So pretty and just like minimalist, but yet really, really stunning. Okay. Now I kind of want to go into this purple over here. I said I'm only doing 2 looks, right? Let's take that purple. For a second I was like, oh, I've got to keep this. What a beautiful warm purple shade. Oh my gosh, I love that. I want to take it into my crease too. We're gonna do that. So even though this is just still kind of a pencil brush, I'm actually just taking what's ever left on the brush and we're just gonna draw it into the crease. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it a little bit more with my Rougher 01 that I started with, just to make that upper eye a little bit more smoky. I love a monochromatic look, and while I would be tempted to stop there, I'm not going to. I'm going back into Azalea, this the first shade that I used, and I'm just bringing a little bit more in here, kind of marrying the V shape that I made with the darkest one called Orchid. Yeah, they did a good job naming these too. I'm following along. Although Clover I would have thought would have been a little bit more bright green. I don't mind it. I think of it as like a Kelly green, but part of me is Irish, so there you go. All right, love the formula, love the color story. I'm totally digging this. I got way darker than I thought I would there. We're gonna take a little bit more of Magnolia. We'll just use it to kind of brighten this upper lid just a little bit more. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. A little bit of fallout, but you know what? That's okay. I don't want to take, now that I know that this lightest shade in here is so orange, I'm not gonna use it on this side. I'll go back in and use an eyeliner or a highlighter from something else. And this is where we get a little crazy here. I'm taking this. It's almost like if green and gray were to match up a color, that's what it'd be. It says sage. That makes sense. I can see that being sage. We have a lot of silver sage where I live, and it's one of my favorite herbs. You know, I try to pick some fresh every year and dry them. And I'm using that down below. Love that with the purple. Oh, should I bring some up on top too? Maybe we'll just deepen up this lash line on top with just a little bit of that. Now, this is the color that I would not normally use. I would totally want to use this. We're going into that sparkly, it looks like another multi-chrome with some green and blue and purple. It's called Lush. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this and see how that compares with the purple. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm taking it all the way into the inner corner here. I would have thought this would be the scariest shade in the palette, the one that I would not necessarily ever use, and now I'm finding it is to me almost like the most creative. We're taking up a little bit of a line up there. How fun is that? Wow, I'm feeling all kinds of creative, and I didn't know I was going down this road. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, part of me is feeling all kinds of like 80s pastel vibes with the mint and the purple, and I know things come back around. It's very fun. I feel like I need to do another colored liner here. So which one do I want to do? I've got this one, which looks like it might be, what number is this? This is 007, so this is baby blue. I could do baby blue. Or I've got this one, Pattaya. I don't know how that would look on my inner corner waterline. I've got one that's mint. Maybe mint would work. So I've got mint and baby blue so far that are drawing my attention. There's the lavender one. That actually might tie in all of them. No, I'm gonna skip the lavender. Sky blue, maybe. I think I wanna use one of these two. Let's do the mint. I think that's gonna be a little bit more unexpected. How fun is this palette, you guys? The shimmers, the mattes are performing very, very well. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. Well done makeup just for fun. Definitely fun. Protective sleeve for the, it's off. Okay, let's take this on my waterline. I have never used a mint green liner on my waterline before. I think sometimes when I've used white liner, I thought it looked too much like a cartoon character. And that is pretty white, but I like it, it's different. Wow, it makes my eyes feel so clean. Let's take a little of it right down here to kind of continue it into the inner corner. Wow, I love that. All right, you guys, who knew? Who knew that colored eyeliner would bring me so much joy for today? I'm heading into the weekend, you guys. I hope you guys are doing really well. What a fun duo to pick up. These, the Odens Soul Mane to Gel Liner Kit, the whole bundle of it, and then the Flora Story palette from Makeup Just for Fun. This is the Odens collaboration, and I think I chose right. I think I chose exactly the one that I was supposed to get. there's my take on it. I'll include links to the site down below, you guys. I'm not sponsored, affiliate, endorsed. Nobody, either the content creators nor the company Odens, they have no idea that I'm doing this video. Subscribe if you want to see more first impressions with a lady of a certain age who's not a makeup artist. And, or if you're, you know, interested in sharing, you're welcome to do that. We're on a journey. We're still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but it's a slow moving thing. We're like a, I don't want to say we're like a sloth, but we're like the slow and steady wins the race, right? Eventually I'll be a real channel. I love you guys. I hope you guys are doing really well. Consider hitting the subscribe button. Consider giving this a thumbs up. Let me know, were you thinking about picking this up at all? Because this is not my first palette with Odens, but I continue to be impressed. It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait to order it from a different country and have it shipped. I hope you guys are doing really well, and until my next video, bye for now.